for the 2021 Royal Rumble. Now, overall, I thought it was a good show. I thought the Men's Rumble was probably the best thing of the whole night. And we'll get into why I thought that later on. But overall, I thought it was a good show, good moments, and yeah, let's get into it. This is the first WWE show I've seen since Survivor Series, I think. I don't watch the product. I stopped watching it, but I always like the Rumble, so I thought I'd tune in tonight. I tuned in at about 6:50, and when I turned it on, it was Charlotte, Asuka versus Nia and Shayna for the Raw Tag Team titles. Charlotte dived outside the ring. That's what I saw when I turned it on. She dived and missed completely. She landed on her feet, and then Nia and Shayna just fell back. And then Ric Flair came out. I don't know why. And Lacey Evans attacked from behind. I got no clue. But Nia and Shayna won. I didn't really write down how. Oh, I remember. Rick gave Lacey his Hall of Fame ring, and she punched Charlotte, and Nia did a leg drop to the back of her head and picked up the win. So they won the match. So that was the pre-show. I don't remember if I said that, but the main show started off with Goldberg versus Drew McIntyre for the world title, I think. And I said this on Twitter, this match went exactly how it should have went. And I wrote down the whole match right here. So, it went headbutt, spear into barricade, Claymore kick, spear, jackhammer, Claymore kick. Drew McIntyre wins. Then exactly like that. It went 3 minutes, 4 minutes. I think the video package was longer than the match, but that's all it should have been. And I wrote down here, the piping chants, they're ridiculous. For Goldberg's entrance, it was just a lot of chants, and you could see on the screen, the audience, nobody was chanting. Everybody was sitting still. So it was just ridiculous throughout the match. Even in the next match, Carmella and Sasha for the SmackDown Women's title, there was "You Suck" chants. Nobody was chanting. But this match was okay. It was kind of slow. Carmella busted out a tarantula kind of spot on the ropes. Carmella almost broke her neck. So she's with this guy. I don't know who he is, but Carmella knocked Sasha off the rope, and the guy catches Sasha, puts Sasha down. Sasha gives him like a Hurricane Rana, and the referee ejects him to the back. All of a sudden, Carmella dives outside like neck first. This is like Alita back in, what was it, 2003, 4? Neck first. To Trish Stratus. She's lucky she didn't break her neck. And then she got right up. They got back in the ring, back and forth, submissions. Carmella put her in, what's her submission called? The heel lock. I don't know what it's called. But Sasha won like a bank statement. It was an okay match. Nothing great. Next, Bad Bunny performed, and Booker T was on stage, just standing there. I don't even think Vince McMahon knows who Bad Bunny is. I think they just saw Snoop Dogg on AEW, and they're like, oh, Bad Bunny is in the Corona commercials with Snoop Dogg. So let's get Bad Bunny and let's run up Snoop Dogg. I don't know what this was. I wasn't paying attention to this. After this, there's the Women's Royal Rumble. Bayley and Naomi started it at 1-2, and apparently this is Naomi's return. She hasn't been seen in a couple months, I think. Now, I'm not going to go through every elimination. The NXT entrants were I can't say her name. Satsu. Okay, one more time. Shotzi Blackheart. There you go. Toni Storm. She looked good throughout the whole match. Had a couple of good spots. Santana Garrett looked okay. Rhea Ripley, who was dominant, made it to the end. We'll get into that. Dakota Kai, I don't remember what she did. And Ember Moon, she came out like a Spitfire. Is it a ball of Spitfire? She did her Eclipse. She did a bunch of moves. And that's about it. I don't remember anything else she did. The surprises were Jillian Hall, Victoria, I don't know, Victoria, Tori Wilson, she looked good. She had a couple of, okay moments, but, you know, that's all I can say. She looked good. And Alicia Fox, Alicia Fox came out. R-Truth followed her out. Did the whole thing like a 24/7 title. Alicia rolled up Truth. And then Alicia got eliminated. R-Truth rolled her up. He ran to the back with Alicia. This whole thing, this 24/7 thing is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And later on, they had, what's his name? Peter Rosenberg pin R-Truth for the title. And I don't remember, was it JBL who made the comment? Oh no, Michael Cole. I think it was Michael Cole. He was like, David Arquette is forgiving for winning the title. No, because nobody cares if Peter Rosenberg won the 24/7 title. title because that was their main title. Nobody cares about the 24/7 title. So, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler got eliminated by, what's her name? Lana, who I guess this was her payback for going through the announce table 13 times. So she eliminated them. They came back in. They cleaned house. It's whatever. The final three were Bianca Belair, who had a hell of a Rumble appearance, Rhea Ripley, and Charlotte Flair, which, of course, Charlotte Flair. So, Rhea and Bianca team up, get rid of Charlotte, smart move, and they're both on the outside of the ring, Rhea and Bianca, and Rhea goes, wait a minute, let's be smart about this. Let's get back in the ring and fight it out. And I'm like, great idea. So they fought it out. They went for each other's finishers. And Bianca ends up eliminating Rhea to become the Rumble winner, which pretty much everybody predicted. She deserves it. Bianca is a great talent. So she had her post Rumble moment. She was crying. She thanked her parents and pointed at the sign. That's what you do. You point at the sign. So good for Bianca. The women's match was okay, but, you know, by itself, Bianca winning was the highlight. That's it. Next was Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens for the Universal title. This started off a little slow. They battled on the outside a lot. They brawled outside the ring, and then they went up into the audience, now the TVs, where the audience is. Kevin Owens eventually gets tossed off the platform through a table, and this was like a 12-foot drop. It was a good looking spot, and he just barely gets up at 9. So he gets up, they go to like the backstage area, they show Kevin just like wobbling on his feet, and all of a sudden you saw the lights through like a camera. Roman Reigns comes with a football cart and runs KO over. KO goes through the plexiglass and the referee counts. I lost my spot. Yeah, so the referee counts. Kevin Owens gets back up, battles Roman Reigns. He power bombs him onto a table, and then he goes up on, what do you call them, like the cases, the equipment cases, and he does a splash onto Roman through the table. Then Owens goes for a forklift. He hires the forklift platform, gets on it, does a senton from like 15 feet up. Roman gets back up. And then they battle back out to the stage. And they're battling. KO hit a stunner. I think KO burnt himself on one of the lights. And then Roman Reigns takes control. Oh no, Kevin Owens gets a pair of handcuffs and handcuffs Roman to the side of the Titantron thing. You know, the thing where they climb up to get to the Titantron. And the referee's counting. Roman can't get loose. So he takes the ref and throws him. So, okay, he stops the count. He's trying to get the handcuffs off. He's trying. Paul Heyman comes with a key. He's trying to unlock it. They're trying. All of a sudden, another referee comes out. And this is where they botched this ending. The referee starts counting to 5. And he's on camera. And Vince is probably having a heart attack. Now the ref is at 5. Roman is still handcuffed. They can't get it off. So, on camera, the ref just stops counting, and walks away off camera. And they can't get Roman unhandcuffed. And Kevin, he's just getting up, oh, my back. Oh, he's just making his way to his feet. And they have him on camera all this time. So finally, Roman gets unhandcuffed, punches Kevin. Did he white blow him? And he puts him in the submission move. What is that called? Did I have it written down? No, I didn't. But he puts him in the choke. Kevin blacks out and Roman wins. This was a good ending on paper. It's believable. But they botched the handcuffs. They could not get Roman out. And the camera work with the ref counting ruined it even more. Like I said, Vic's probably had a heart attack. He's probably screaming, Paul, get the fucking handcuffs off him. Come on, Paul. Like, bruh, I'm sitting there laughing. Oh, it was a good match. Botched ending. All I'm gonna say. And then we get to the main event. The men's Royal Rumble. Edge and Randy Orton were the first 2 people out. A couple of superstars came out. I did 2 or 3. And then they did a spot where Edge and Orton were outside on the announce table. And Edge gave Orton an execution through the table. Then he gets a chair and starts beating Orton in the leg. And the referees stop him. So they do this angle where Randy Orton hurts himself or gets hurt. They blamed it on the table. And he goes to the back. Randy Orton's like, forget this. I'm not staying out here for an hour. understand how dumb this was. So, like I said, I'm not going through each elimination, but for the NXT stars, Damian Priest was the only one. I think, if I missed somebody, but Damian Priest was the only one I wrote down. Now, he looked good. He looked really good. He had a bunch of good spots. He eliminated Kane, which was a surprise entrant. Surprise. But Damian Priest looked awesome. And the surprise entrants, like I said, were Kane, Carlito, who I said on Twitter, WWE remembered to book him this time because if you didn't know, back on the Legends Night, I think a month ago, they advertised Carlito and he never showed. And he came out and said, I was never booked. I was never called. So, that's why I made that comment. They remembered to book him. The Hurricane, they dragged him out of the back. He tried to go for his double choke slam on Kane and I think Damian Priest. That was a thing. Seth Rollins returned. I forgot he was even a thing. His music hit, and I was like, who the hell is this? And then Seth came out, and I'm like, oh. So, Seth Rollins, and then Christian, who was a nice surprise. Now, it was a nice surprise, but I kinda assumed he would return after they did that angle where Orton kicked him in the head. I think it was over the summertime when he kicked Christian, Big Show, was it Flair, and HBK in the head, and HBK no-sold it. So I had a feeling that Christian would return soon, but it was a cool moment in the Rumble, seeing Edge and Christian in 2021 in the same ring. It was cool, and he looked good. He looked good. Braun was number 30. He looked really good. He looked fucking jacked. I wrote down Seth Rollins and Matt Riddle they had a moment. If you guys don't know, they hate each other. So I'm surprised they touched. Self-eliminated Riddle with a curb stomp on the apron. What did I write down? Oh, Bad Bunny. Here's what I wrote down. When The Miz came out, The Miz destroyed Bad Bunny's DJ set that he used to perform. So later on, Bad Bunny came out, and he didn't like that. So Bad Bunny caused a distraction. I forgot who eliminated Miz and Morrison, but Miz and Morrison got eliminated, and Bad Bunny went on top and did a dive to the outside on Miz and Morrison. Again, they saw Snoop Dogg on AEW, and they had to one-up him. They had Bad Bunny do the dive. If you didn't see Snoop Dogg's dive, it was horrible. Bad Bunny, it was good. I give him credit. It was good. But that was a thing. Was there anything else? There was just a bunch of cool moments. I didn't write down everything. Carlito and Nakamura had a confrontation. Nakamura hit his apple out of his hand. Cesaro and Sheamus had a bar reunion. That was pretty cool. Let's get to the end. So the final four was Seth Rollins, Braun, Edge, and Christian. Now Seth is going to Braun. You're on my side, right? You're on my side. Let's eliminate the past. They're the future. So Braun's like, yeah, sure. And then he turns on him, puts him over the rope. He doesn't go over, but Braun is like hanging over the ropes. So Edge and Christian eliminate Braun, and as Braun is going over, Christian falls over. So it's Seth and Edge. So, Edge eliminates Seth, and he thinks he won. And help from behind is Randy Orton. Now, they sold a knee injury earlier. Randy Orton came out with no tape, no ice. He looked fine. Of course he looked fine. He played it up. He wasn't hurt. He wasn't hurt. But at least sell it a little bit. So he comes from behind. Edge was ready and just tossed him over the rope. And here's your 2021 Men's Rumble winner, Edge. He was in there for about an hour, maybe an hour 5. And like I said, overall, I thought this was a good Rumble. A lot of good spots, memorable spots. Now Edge can either go after Roman Reigns or Drew McIntyre. If I had to pick the better match, I'd say, I don't know, because Roman and Edge can do the whole spear thing. If I had to pick, I would go with Edge and Drew McIntyre. And then Bianca, I think, could go after Sasha and who's your Raw Women's Champion? Is it Asuka? Is that why she wasn't in the match? I think Bianca and Sasha will be a good match. But yeah guys, let me know what you guys thought of the Royal Rumble. Like I said, I thought it was a good show. I thought the Men's Rumble was a match of the night. KO and Roman was good. The botched ending was hilarious. The Women's Rumble was okay. What else happened? Goldberg and Drew was what it needed to be. A short match. They shook hands at the end. I guess Goldberg has respect for Drew, So you'll see him in Saudi Arabia in a couple months. But let me know what you guys thought of the show. What was your favorite match, moment? Leave a like if you like my review. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on your post notifications so you know when I upload. Have a nice day, guys. Peace.